Good morning, dear learners. Welcome to lecture series for the BA first semester in the subject of political science. I am Dr. Deepak Kumar Kashyap, Assistant Professor, Guest Faculty at Pandit Sundarlal Sarma Open University. Today we begin our academic journey into the dynamic of thought-provoking field of political theory. In this lecture, we will explore the topic political science, meaning, nature and scope. Political science is not merely the study of government, political institutions or leader, rather it is a comprehensive discipline that examines the structure, processes, institutions and ideas that shape society and influence our daily life. It enables us to understand power, authority, justice, rights and the functioning of political system at local, national and global level. With this foundation, let us begin today's discussion. In first slide, we talk about the political science meaning and definitions. If we go through the meaning, political science is a social science that systematically studies the state, government, power, authority, public policy, and relationship between citizens and institutions. It investigates how power is distributed, how decisions are made, and how values like justice, equality, liberty, and democracy are pursued in the society. We can see some definitions by the political thinkers like Aristotle, who is called the father of political science because it studied 158 constitutions in ancient time. According to Aristotle, political science is the study of state and the administration of justice. He emphasizing understanding the state as essential for social order. Then second one, according to Woodrow Wilson, political science is the study of government, its functions and its influence on society. According to Aristotle's view, it is called political science as a master science. And David Stern defined political science as authoritative allocations of the values. In second slide, we understand about what is the nature of political science. If we see the nature of political science is both theoretical and practical in nature. Theoretically, it examines the idea of justice, liberty, equality, and the foundations of political thought. And practically, it analyzes institutions like constitutions, parliament, public policy formation, and governance process. The discipline is dynamic and interdisciplinary, drawing methods and insights from history, economics, sociology, and law to explain changing political realities. If we saw the two figures like the theoretical foundation and practical analysis, in theoretical foundations, basically the nature of political science studied the political ideas, normative questions, and philosophical framework that guide the governance, and practical analysis examines the institution policy making elections administrative mechanism that shapes the outcomes. In third slide we can see how political science will help to study of the state. The state is the principal subject of political science, and state have four essential elements are population, territory, government, and sovereignty. The theories of state origin include the social contract theory, which is given by the three philosophers Hobbes, Locke, and Rousseau, which explains legitimate authority as the deriving from the constant. Understanding the state clarifies how legitimacy, monopoly of force, and public authorities operate in different systems. And state is basically it is a mechanism of governance which help in different regimes. In fourth, it is the study about the government and its organs and forms. Basically, government is the active agency of the state. and is typically organized into three branches. Firstly, legislature, second, executive, and third one is judiciary. In legislature, the work of legislature is lawmaking, the work of executive is policy implementation, and the work of judiciary is interpretation and dispute resolution. Major forms of government, democracy, monarchy, and dictatorship vary in how authority is obtained, exercised, and constrained. Institutional design determines accountability, check and balance, and protection of rights. In India, we adopt the democracy and the parliamentary form of government, where where are three organs each: legislature, executive, and judiciary, and the fourth one is mass media. In fifth slide, we come in our topic political theory, how its idea that shape the politics, and what is the relevance of political theory in present time. If we study about the political theory basically studies foundational ideas like justice, liberty, equality that underpin the political system. And the very famous Western political philosopher Plato imagined an ideal state that structured by the philosopher rulers. Also, Karl Marx that analyzed class structures and conflict as motors of historical change. And in modern theory, we spans liberalism, conservatism, socialism, feminism, and post-colonial critics, each offering tools to evaluate institutions and evasions in reforms. Basically, if we saw the political theory divided into two theories, first is the classical thought, and second one is the critical theory. In if we talk about the branches of political science, first one is the political theory and the second one is the comparative politics. Why comparative politics is important? Because comparative politics is a subject which compares all the form of the governments in different countries and help to compare which form of government is best in the modern times. If we talk about the definition of if we talk about the definition of comparative politics, the comparative politics is systematically compare political systems to identify patterns, institutional effects, and cause of political outcomes. It examines regime types, electoral systems, party systems, and public policy variations. Comparative methods like case studies, cross-national static analysis help explain to why similar institutions produce different results across contexts. One of the branch of political science is the third one is the public administration. Public administration basically the administration for the public. It work for the public. It work like the executive because it is help to implement the government policies. If we talk about public administration, the public administration studies how government policies are implemented and the organization of public agency. Topics include administrative structure, bureaucracy, accountability, civil service, and public management reforms. It understanding implementing gaps, street level bureaucracy, and administrative ethics, essential for evaluating public policy effectiveness. Basically, its work in three forms. Basically, first is the administrative structure, secondly accountability and ethics, and third one is the reform and the innovation. The fourth branch of political theory is international relations. Basically, international relations are examine interaction among states, international organizations like UN and IMF, non-state actors, and transnational issues like security, trade, human rights, and climate. Theories like realism, liberalism, constructivism offers a competitive explanation for cooperation and conflict. If we understanding IR is vital for analyzing diplomacy, international law, and global governance. Basically, international relation is the relation between the states which main work on the security and conflict and cooperation and institution for the peace of international systems, because if international systems are not there, then anarchy are anarchy is in universal, or which is not good for the peace for the international systems. And in political sense, in modern times, we have a very important factor that determines anyone's countries determine the factors like political behavior, that is the important aspects in every country which help to analyze how citizens form correct political preferences, voting behavior, party system, and the role of interest group and social movements. The behavioral approach introduces empirical methods, surveys, experiments to study attitude, turnout, and media effect. This will explain electoral shift and the influence of public opinion on policies. So, in present time, every country have determined its political behavior, because if they are win by the behavior, public behavior and political behavior are also important for their. If we talk about the conclusion of political science is a comprehensive discipline that clarifies the relationship among the state, government, and society. It strengthens democratic values, fosters informed citizenship, and equips students with critical tools to analyze institutions, public policy, and political behavior. For students of political science, mastering these concepts prepare you to the engage responsibility in public life and to contribute to policy and governance debates. Thank you so much.